What's going on? It is week 21 of my 52-week series. For those who don't know me, hi, my name is Caustic. My stage name, my name is Leaf. This is basically kind of just a documentary of sorts. I am going to be doing a 52-week challenge where I sit down at the beginning of, or some point throughout the week. It's become later and later just because we're in the holiday season, but I sit down at some point in the week and just kind of talk about what's going on in my life in terms of, my life as a whole and more specifically like music production, stuff like that. It's not like me giving advice or anything, but it's just more of kind of sharing where I'm at because I don't feel like there's a lot of transparency when it comes to artists. And I'm speaking just as an overall. I know that there are some artists that are very transparent and I love that. But yeah, I'm trying to join that pool. So this is more of just me sitting down and just kind of talking about the hardships that I'm coming across and yeah, struggles and like life and stuff like that. More so just on the music side of things. There's some personal stuff in here for sure, but yeah, that is what this series is. And then at the end of the 52 weeks, I'm going to be taking every single week, putting it together and making an entire kind of like documentary about how my life is kind of like changed over the year because I feel like that'd just be super cool to kind of like do this each week and like there's not a whole lot of progressional change through each week, but when you put it as a whole, there's like a massive change. And so like it's just gonna be a lot of fun for me to kind of watch that. And so this is more so of like a documentation for myself. Um, but I'm uploading it to YouTube so you guys can be part of the journey with me. And yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. Thank you for all of those who have showed support so far in the series. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I've been getting. Um, there's always one yawn throughout this because I just, for whatever reason, decided to film at 2 o'clock in the morning. I I think well, I started building my sample pack today. I had this idea a couple days ago where I've always wanted to build my own kind of sample pack, and if you have watched any of my production videos, like there's always a folder that I dip into that says the world of caustic, and that's like all of those sounds I've personally made. And I just want to I want to build an archive that is like all mine. I think it'd be so sick to do that. I I've been posting a lot of like portal stuff and like weird glitchy sound effects and like bass fills and things like that and like how I do them, and it's been getting a lot of love, and so I am putting together a sample pack collection of those kinds of sounds. um the ultimate idea is to have like 700 sounds recorded and then take like the top 150 sounds and put them in a pack and then yeah, have that pack available for purchase. And like I'm thinking of like only doing like 10-15 bucks. um it's something super cheap in terms of just how much music stuff costs, but I think it'd be super cool to do that. And I've always wanted to build a sample pack, so I'm like, why not? I'm starting this at the moment with just like that idea, but not attached to it. And so I'm going to see where it goes. And, honestly, if I end up developing an entire sample pack of like, a whole bunch of weird sounds and drums and kicks and snares and hi hats and all that stuff, like, I think that'd be super sick. Just to also challenge myself in sound design and like really see what I can make, because I haven't messed around with a whole bunch of like effect stuff. Like I've made a couple of impacts and I've made a video on how to make impacts, but I've never really dove deep into making my own impacts. I always just find it easier to use other people's, and because it speeds up my process. But I think it'd be super cool to start learning how to make all these sounds individually. So I may start adding those to the pack, and honestly, we'll see what happens. And I know it's going to be a long process, but I'm kind of sitting back and just enjoying the journey. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to make. but yeah, I'm super stoked for it. I think that's really kind of like the only biggest thing that I have going on right now. Just with the holiday season, I typically try to spend as much time with family and friends as I possibly can towards the end of the year. It's just like I work all year long, and I want to hang out with the people that I enjoy spending time with. Um, so I'm not to say that this becomes lesser of a priority. I just feel like my energy needs to be dispersed to other places. And when this time of year comes around, it's a lot harder for me to kind of balance the work and friends and family. So I kind of just tend to lean more into the friends and family because, if you don't have that, then what is life about, So, um, yeah, it's just been a little bit slower. But we got T minus 2 weeks from the alignment experience as of today when this video is getting posted. Saturday the 21st, which is crazy. I'm so excited for this. Huge kind of experience that just kind of helps reshape how you view like New Year's resolutions and like what do you really want out of life, not just like, oh, I want to go to the gym this year, like what is your passion, what's your dream, like let's come alive. So I'm so excited for that. I have a lot of things coming at the beginning of the year, and they're going to be crazy, but it's all going to be so good, and I cannot wait to share them with you. I'm going to keep them under wraps for a little bit, just because I think it'd be fun to have an element of surprise. Um, but yeah, I don't really have anything else to say right now. I will say the next video that I will I'll be at my parents', and so it'll be a little bit different. Be like kind of more of like a Christmas special, I guess, rather than sitting down because I'm probably not going to be working on a whole lot of music stuff after Monday, leading up to Christmas, and then the weekend after. So it'll be interesting, but yeah, that's going to be all for week 21 out of the 52-week series. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you in the next video.